There might not be enough range to spawn zombies there, so sometimes it can touch. No, that is definitely... That was in deep enough there. It was just the tip. How you doing, Muzzy, by the way? Great Hearthstone player, by the way. It's on the to-do list of Gold Coast things, aside from theme parks. Honestly, it's just enjoy the beaches, from what I've heard. Enjoy the beaches, enjoy the theme parks there. It's mostly just there to exist as a holiday hellhole. Leave the Gold Coast, yeah. Any top tier food? Not that I would know of, honestly. I've never actually visited the Gold Coast before. Never actually wanted to either. I mean, like, the allure of the Gold Coast theme parks there and everything when you're a kid is like, that's pretty cool and everything. But, like, as you start to get older, you're like, yeah, I mean, that's not gonna be the be-all and end-all there, you know? I don't really feel the desire to. So, send myself hurtling down roller coasters at terrifying speeds. The land is a bunch of World Heritage National Parks. Now that, on the other hand, does actually sound kind of interesting. That has got me going like, oh, I mean, actually, that, yeah, not bad, not bad. Can you have Rohan DM me on Discord? Yeah, sure. I'll see what I can do about it. Just remind me later on, after I'm done with the speedrun here. Because right now I am like, intense speedery. And something I wanted to take a look. The thing to remember is, as well, none is that it's less. I guess what I'm trying to say would be less of, like, there's no guarantee that we actually, like, if we put something together that it would get put up there or anything. It's more that they're looking for something to just be like, hey, this is cool. They have to run it past the community manager and everything there as well. Jeff Bezos, DM me on Discord? Yeah, sure. In their playing times, there isn't much to do outside theme parks and leaving the city to go see nature. Maybe sport if you're in AFL/NRL if that's playing. I mean, yeah, I mean, that sounds nice and all, but I don't really think that, like, constitutes as an interesting I can't talk. I've only spent 2 hours on this. It's alright. It's alright. We'll figure out what we need to get it done. Saying a latest all random all. I mean, to a lot of people that is what they'll end up seeing out of it, but there is actually, like, up in the hills area is probably what I would say is, like, the most compelling part of Adelaide, where, you know, it is actually like a very nice scenic route. You know, you've got the wine country and everything up there. You've got just a whole bunch of just nice towns around that area. Like, you've got areas like Harndorf, which are absolutely amazing. That sort of stuff. That's what I would be as, like, that's the reason to come to Adelaide, is like, don't fuck around with the city, it's boring. I mean, like, if you like shopping, yeah, Rundle Mall's pretty nice and everything, but, you know, as someone who's lived in Adelaide for, as Billy Joel would say, the longest time, honestly, I think there's, like, you can probably end up doing a little bit better, you know? Then there'd be more people watching places. I mean, Rundle Mall is a really good people watching place. It's it's busy, but it's not, like, too busy that you can't, you know, it's like a highly concentrated people watching place there. And if you want to go and, like, go into a restaurant on, like, Hindley Street there, you can just watch all sorts of interesting characters go past. Like, if people watching is one of your things there, then, I mean, hey, this is like peak people watching. Some good stuff, man. We can go Prince of Darkness strats this time around, I think. I have a dream. But yeah. Gold Coast plenty. I'd much rather go to Adelaide. Gold Coast is overpriced because everything is a tourist place, so they up the price of everything. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what? Like, Adelaide is like... I don't know if any of you are, like, who have visited Adelaide before, but it gives out the, like... It's like a country town. It's almost like a country town that's, like, trying to give off, like, big city vibes, where it's like, we've got, like... I don't know, like, 10 kilometers by 10 kilometers of, like, city. Like, actual, honest-to-goodness, like, high-rise buildings and everything. And then just outwards from there, it just starts getting less dense. And everything is just, like, kind of chill. Honestly, it's like, going to Sydney and going to Melbourne were, like, very different experiences for me, because it was, like, you look around and it's like, holy shit, there's, like... This is just like blocks and blocks and blocks of this. Like, it was so much larger. It's not what I expected at all from there. It's like I expected more of Adelaide, but like Melbourne and Sydney are like, oh shit, this is actually like this is like full on, dude. Sounds like Wellington, to be honest. Yeah, I mean it's definitely an interesting experience. If nothing else there, like, for as much as I'll rag on about Adelaide being, you know, like, kind of boring in terms of everything, having got in perspective from visiting other territories, Adelaide's not actually that bad. It's actually pretty good. And it's made me, honest to goodness, question whether I would end up trying to move out of Adelaide at any point there, because I actually don't hate it. Adelaide's a country town that somehow has 1 million people because the actual country towns are worse? Yeah. And isn't it interesting, though? Isn't it interesting? Yo, what's up, Ray? How we doing today? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Gossip Girl? How we doing? I don't know. I think, like, you tend to live in your own little bubble so often that you never really realize just, like... It's like when you always envision, like, the grass is greener on the other side, more often than not, it is not the case. The grass is, in fact, not greener over on the other side there. You've just been fed... You've just been fed what people want to hear. Daily Dose of Ray is here. Delightful! How have you been? How's everything been going? I hope you've been doing well with your job and everything there. If I had to leave Sydney for another city, Adelaide would probably be at the top of my list, or maybe second. I mean, honestly, it's probably like one of the things that I recommend to people. The only bad thing about it is like it is the nightlife behind it is very quiet. But if nightlife isn't your sort of thing, then hell yeah, dude. Go nuts. Big difference between living on the Gold Coast versus visiting, even if you don't see yourself as a tourist. I suppose, yeah. Yeah. Good point. Think you leave your house? Exactly, dude. Exactly. Funnily enough, I don't remember where it was, but I think Adelaide was, like, voted the second most livable city in the world as of late. And honestly, like, I kind of agree with it, because it's like... I think in my head it's like, yeah, this is just kind of, like, perfect. Right? Like, it's not overly populated. Do you ask if I also leave my house? I mean... do you, Ray? I'm like, no pressure here or anything, but I mean, like, just, you know, I was just wondering, that's all. Oh, wait, yeah, well, that's a bit of a doozy. Don't even leave your closet! Oh, no, Ray, it's time to come out of the closet. Not an Adelaide person. My one problem is my company doesn't have an Adelaide office, and the business I am in doesn't have much in Adelaide also. You need to change careers to go there. Yeah, that is kind of a big deal, right? See, like, I'm already kind of, like, entrenched in Adelaide as well, where it's like, I already, because the place where I work for is, like, kind of homegrown. There's, like, places where I could go where I think we have got, like, operation on the Gold Coast sort of thing. But if I ever moved, I mean, it's just like, it's just a whole bunch of hassle. It's like, and I don't know if it's like worth it. And like, honestly, there are things that I would move outside of Adelaide for, but I mean, like, nothing that I really see myself having to do right now, if that makes any sense. The unbiased takes. I mean, I do try. There's those micro mini houses that's the same size as the closet at my tiny home, and I work from home, so sometimes I forget to even bath. That's, I mean, you know, I guess it happens. Yo. Cheers, Red Slayer, for the Prime Gaming subscription there. I hope you have been keeping well. Red Slayer, thank you so much for the 8 months, dude. Really appreciate it. Guys, it's September. If you didn't already know, yes, I'm going to shill in my world record video. That's right. That's right, YouTube viewers. I'm looking at you right now. It's September, which means that you can sub to me for 25% off on Twitch here. That's right. Just starting to work and lurk in the stream? No worries, dude. I'm glad I can just be here. I kind of figured that's what, you know, a lot of people use my stream for, so yeah. This run won't even be submitted till October? True. True, so you can see it first on YouTube there. Before I even bother uploading it to speedruns.com. Yo, Buzzcrop fella, thank you so much for the tier 1 there, buddy. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for continuing to support the stream, pal. Much appreciated, Chieftain. Hope you've been enjoying the streams here as of late, everyone. Been having, I mean, like, honestly, I've been having a lot of fun with the content here. And I hope that you all have as well. Buzzcrop uncap your FPS. He's working on it. He's working on it. Hey, I'm working on it over here. I think a lot of people struggle with that sort of stuff, not because they don't know. Do your runs until you get working. Probably a good idea. Because, like, your main boy over here, you do be kind of be, like, coming in just, like, seeing a record and just being like, yeah, that's my record now. And I feel bad for it as well at the same time. It's like, man, it feels wrong to do this. It's like stealing candy from a baby. But man, if that isn't some of the most delicious candy out there, am I right? Alright, moment of truth time. Are we dead? No, we are in fact very alive. Well, awkward. Awkward. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good, dude. That's actually, like, if I didn't end up screwing up my timing there, that was actually really good. Not bad at all. Can take the candy off me anytime, I'll leave out a trade outfit. Oh, well,